This is a beginner lower body resistance band workout in a chair. It's perfect for if you're just beginning your fitness journey, or if you're coming back from an injury, or you're a little bit older and you just feel more comfortable staying seated. That's totally fine, and this is the perfect workout for you. I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can get your resistance bands, along with a promo code to give you a discount. On to the workout. There are 3 different parts of this workout. We're going to do a warm-up, the actual workout, and then a little cool down. For each different section, we have 5 different moves, and we're doing 10 repetitions per move per side. But I will be going through all of this with you. I'll be talking you through it every single step of the way. I'm right here. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, and when you're ready for personal training, be sure to just email me or contact me via any of my social medias. So first things first, make sure you have some water nearby, just in case. Doesn't ever hurt to have. And your resistance bands. For the warm-up, we won't need them at all. So starting with your neck, just want you to look side to side. And again, we're thinking about doing 10 repetitions per side, looking each direction. If that means you do fewer in the span of time that I'm doing them, that's totally fine. Take your time here. It's more about making sure you feel good and you're feeling warmed up. The neck is so important, and we don't even notice how important it is until it's a little cranky or you got a crick in your neck or something, and then you can't do anything, right? You just don't even want to move. Everything is more difficult, so it's always a really great idea to warm up the neck. And I have a whole neck mobility video that you can also check out. Just a couple more, and then we're going to look up and down. So let your chin fall down to your chest and let it fall all the way up as much as is comfortable for you. You're going to your end range. None of this should be uncomfortable. You're just going to whatever you can do. And if you keep practicing these motions, you'll notice after some time and consistent work that you actually can move much further than when you started. So that's always a nice way to note progress. Especially for mobility, it's more about seeing, oh, I can actually lift my arms over my head, or I can bring my head all the way up and all the way down. Just a few more. And then we're going to do ear to shoulder. So trying to bring your ear to your shoulder without pulling your shoulders up to your ear. You want to keep them down. If you need to grab the chair, that's a great way to pull your shoulders down. Again, you don't need to go to any place of discomfort. This should just be whatever your range is. And again, the more you practice this, the better that range gets. So these are things that I do every single day, and I totally recommend you doing it. And as long as you're not going to any place of discomfort, you can really not do it enough, honestly. And if you hear little clicks or pops in your neck, that's okay. Again, as long as it doesn't hurt, that's all we're looking for. Nice deep breath. If you notice as you do this, one side starts to pull. You can always hold it for a few extra seconds. Coming back up to center, bring your hands onto your knees. You can sit forward on the chair if you like. And we're just going to roll our shoulders forward. 2, still thinking about 10 reps. 3. So I have my hands on my knees just to help me not be using my back to do this. It's just a very small move, really. Just the shoulders. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go backwards. Yeah, I love going backwards. This one feels so good all the time. Anytime we get nervous or anxious, you'll start to notice your shoulders get closer and closer to your ears. And this is a really good practice just to pull them down and back behind you so they fall lower down your back. Might feel a little bit of warmth coming into the body now. One more. Now we're going to do some arm screws. This may get tiring, but don't worry. You can always relax your hands and set them back down in between if you need to. So arms are reaching out. You can make a fist or you can have your arms straight. And you're going to try and twist your palm in the opposite direction. So this one is twisting up. This one is twisting up. You'll notice my shoulders do move. One is coming forward as the other one is sort of pressing back. There we go. You might not have the same kind of range that I do, but again, I practice this a lot. So just be patient with yourself, only going to a place of your comfortable range. And just seeing what kind of work your shoulder can do, because this is definitely heating me up. I can tell I'm getting warm already. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. By the time you're done, you're feeling your shoulders because your arms have been up for quite a while, right? Moving down into this trunk part of your body. Again, I like to keep my hands on my knees. It just makes things easier for me. And it keeps me from trying to incorporate the rest of my body a lot of the time. I want you to try and push your chest out and proud. And then you're going to round that back. Pushing your chest out and proud. And then rounding back. I'm going to turn so you can see me from the side. So you're really creating an arch here. And then you're rounding that back. You don't need to lift your shoulders too high, but they will come up closer to your chin naturally. But that's okay because we're doing this opposite movement this way. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Love these. They always feel really good for me. And now you can put your hands on your hips or you can leave them on your knees and you're thinking about just moving your trunk side to side. Trying to keep those shoulders right where they are. And it's just that midsection of your body that's moving all by itself. This is a great dance move. And you also really feel all kinds of things through the back, through the hips. Keep breathing. Love doing this when I do this every day as well. It's always good to be warming up the spine. And now we're going to go in a circle. So you're going to go forward to the side, back to the side. So forward, side, back, side. Forward, side, back, side. Just like that. Big circles. Really trying to accentuate each direction that you're going in. It's okay if you feel a little pops or clicks in your back. I get them especially in my low back. As long as it's not painful, it's fine. That's some things loosening up. 8. It's also a really wonderful way to warm up the thoracic spine. Now, since we went that way, we have to go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Definitely a little bit warm now. So you can and sit back in your chair. And I want you're going to dorsal flex one of your legs and try and scoop down. And then we're just going to switch sides, same exact movement. If you want to move forward on your chair so you can straighten that leg and get that knee locked even more, that's fine too. Here and switch. Flexing that foot. Trying to reach down, scoop up the earth underneath your feet. 3. Feel that in your hamstrings, down your back. 4. 5. Going at your own pace. 6. Reaching. 7. Reaching as if I'm going to touch my heels. 8. 9. 1 more. And 10. So that's the warm up, and I'm pretty warm. Now you're gonna grab one of your bands, and we're doing 3 rounds of 10 repetitions per leg for these next 2 sets. So I'm gonna take a heavier band because we're going up to the thighs, and typically the thighs, buttocks, all of this kind of upper here area is much stronger. So you can definitely use a heavier resistance band. But if you're not feeling that today, the great thing about these bands is they come in a whole set. So you get a heavy, you get a medium, you get a light. So you get a whole range of different resistances to work with. And that's why I love these bands, because they're lightweight, they're easy to take with you anywhere, and they do so much. They're so versatile. So, grab some water if you want it. Take a breath. We're gonna get started. So when I say 10, I mean 10 on each side. So the first move is a march. You can sit back in your chair if you like. You can hold on to the chair. Just don't grab on really intensely. So the band is right here up at your thighs, above your knees, and you're gonna march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Place those legs back down on the ground. So now I'm going to do a little single leg work. I'm going to start with my right side, which might look like my left to you, but we're going to start by stepping the foot out. So one foot stays. You can even have your hand on that knee if you want to just remind yourself that one's not moving. And this other leg is going to step out to whatever space is comfortable for you. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really trying to lift up the foot every time so you're not sliding your foot across the floor. You're picking it up and using those hips. 8. I feel a little pinch now. 9, 10. But we're working on those abductors. Other side. So I'm going to put my hand on this knee. This is the leg that's moving. If you want to put your hand on your hip, it's a nice, easy place. It's out of my way, right? Here we go. 1, 2. This is a great opportunity to notice if one side is able to reach out much further than the other. It's fine if they're different, that's totally normal. But it's just a good awareness to have, oh, this hip is more open, this side is stronger. 6, 7, this side is more tired for me already, so I know that it's the weaker side. 9, and 10. That makes sense for me because that's my left side. It's my weaker side. But it's a good awareness to have as you're moving through these, because then you know that's the thing I want to work on a little bit more. So now both legs are working here. We're going to do out, out, try and get that band to stay taut throughout, and then you're going to go in, but you still want to keep the band tight. Out, out, in. That's 2. Keep breathing. 3. In. 5. 6. 7. 8. And 10. Woo! If you need to bring those legs a little closer, totally fine. I can feel this, definitely. So now you're gonna bring your feet close together as much as is comfortable for you, and the work is going to be pushing those knees out. So if you need to slide down the chair and lean back a little bit, that's totally fine, right? It's a little bit harder to stay seated upright if your heels come off the ground. Again, that's fine. It's really about working those adductors and abductors as we're doing this kind of thing. You lean back and open. Whoo! 3, 4, yes. 5, feeling it in my hips, my butt. 7, 8, 9, trying to have control when I bring my knees back together. And 10. Okay, one more move for this round. We've got 2 more of these. So again, we're doing single leg work. So I'm gonna sit back a little bit in the chair. I'm gonna lift one leg up and try and pull it out to the side. So this leg stays extended throughout the movement. I'm gonna lift it up, trying to get it to the same height as that other knee, and open out. 1. That's some hard work. If you need to hold on to the chair, totally fine. Lift that leg up, extend that leg, open out. Ooh, 2. Always with control. So the slower we go, the more work it is. 3. 4. Ooh. Anytime you need to take a rest, no worries. That's what we're doing here. 5, keep breathing. So the hard work is that extension and out, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. We got this other side to do. You should feel a little bit of a burn right up in here. Other side, lift up and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost there, 9, and 10. Oh my goodness. If you feel like standing up, kind of shake it out, that's totally fine. You can also just sort of wiggle in your chair. So we have 2 more rounds. That was the first round. Going back to the marching, which now feels like nothing. That's the easiest part of this, right? Lifting those legs. 1. Really thinking about pulling those knees straight up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Back to that single leg work. One leg stays still. I'm going to put my hand on that knee. The other leg is going to step out to the side. 1, 2. Finding that place of control as I bring my leg back. I'm not just letting it sling back in. 4, 5, 6. Lifting my foot. Lifting that knee just a little bit every single time so that the hip is doing the work, really. 8, 9, 10. Other side. Put my hand on that knee. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Okay. We have those outs and ins. Somehow I find when you get to work both legs together, it actually feels much easier. Even though I'm technically moving one at a time. Out, out, in. But since they're both working, I feel like this feels easier to me. Just because, I guess, because they're alternating, really. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Now, we're going to be bringing our feet together. Push those knees out wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to have control when you come back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Legs extended, and they go out to the side. So, starting with this leg. Lift up, pull out. 1. If you find yourself leaning over or anything, it really helps to just grab the chair legs and keep yourself centered. 2, 3, 4. I love counting out loud because that means I'm breathing. So it's a great way to keep track of where you are. Sometimes I do get lost in my count. But also, it means every time you're speaking and you're saying that number, you're exhaling. So a lot of the time, we find, I know I hold my breath all the time when the work gets hard. So it's really great for me to be talking through things because then I can't help but breathe. Let's go one more because I forgot about the count. Other side. Okay, I'll count better this time. Lift up. 1, 2, 3. Only going to what your range is today. 4, 5. Every day is different. So expect that it might be different the next time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay, we got one more round of all of these movements, and then we'll move on. Starting with that march again, which I love now. This part, lifting my knees up, 2, seems so easy. 4, 5, just in comparison to the other movements we just did. 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, okay. That's step in and out. Here we go. This leg is moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't think that this leg that's posted isn't working. It has to resist with this band. So even just staying still and not flopping inward, that's work. 8, 9, 10. Other side. Hand on that knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're finding a lot of discomfort or any kind of clicks in your hip, where it might be feeling like it's kind of moving across the bone, you can just make your step out a little bit smaller. 9 and 10. Whew. I feel these now, right? So now we're doing that out, out, in. Again, same kind of deal with these. Out, out, in. If you're feeling a lot of discomfort in your hips, make those steps a little bit smaller. Go to what your comfort level is today. Every day is different, so allow it to be where it is. It's totally fine. It's amazing that you're showing up and doing this work already. I think that's 5. 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10. Whew. Putting those feet together, we're going to push the knees apart. 1, 2, 3, feeling it all down that lateral line of the body. 4, 5, 6. Try to move both knees at the same time to the same degree. If one side is moving much more than the other, you know the other side is weaker. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last move in this round. Legs extended, and then you kick it out to the side. Here we go. Lift up and out. 1, 2. If you need to hold on to the chair, totally fine. Do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Oh, good job. Other side. And this is the last round. So this is the last set of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely feel it now. 6, 7, 8. Again, this leg is resisting just as much as this one is working. goodness. Okay, you can take that band off your legs, off those thighs. Pretty sweaty for me. Grab some water, take a moment, but we're not done yet. We're actually gonna put the band around our feet and do 5 more moves. 3 rounds, 10 reps, same exact deal, and that will be the whole workout. Then we'll do a cool down. So you can use the same band that you had on your thighs, or you can always go lower. The feet are not as strong, but the legs are very strong. They're a strong part of the body for the most part. So it's really up to you. I'm gonna use this one because it's right here in my hand already. And you're putting it on the tops and bottoms of your feet. So you can see, it's just right on the top and around the bottom of my foot. First move is a march. I love marches because it's something that we do every single day. It is one of our most basic movements, but now with the band here on our feet, it's gonna feel a little different. So again, if you need to hold the chair, totally fine. Lifting your knees up. 1, 2, trying to keep those feet in line and facing forward. 3, 4, 5, 6, still breathing. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that turned on my calves. So a lot of these moves are similar, if not the same, as what we were just doing. It just totally changes because of where the band is. So this next move, we're going to do a step out, but we're going to add a step forward. We're going to hold this knee. This one is resisting, and this leg is stepping forward. Doesn't have to be a big step. And then it's stepping out and then back to where it started. That's 1. Forward, out to the side. 2, forward, out to the side. 3, forward, out to the side. 4, forward, out to the side. 5, always thinking about lifting that foot all the way up off the ground. You're not sliding it across the floor. Forward, out to the side. 6, 7, 8, almost there. Forward, out to the side. 9, forward, out to the side. 10, other side. This is my weaker side, so we'll see how it goes. Putting my hand on the foot that's staying still and is resisting the work. Forward, out to the side. Woo! 1. This is definitely harder on this side for me. Forward, out to the side. 2, oh my goodness. Forward, out to the side. Now I know what I gotta do more of. 3, 4, forward, out to the side. 5, out to the side. 6, out to the side. 7, this one's making me sweat for sure. 8, 9, out to the side, and 10. Oh my goodness. Okay. Third move in this round is a heel toe out. So it's kind of very much like that out, out, in, but instead we are going toes go out, heels go out. I'm just doing it once each way. So this is also really wonderful for ankle mobility. You're having to work and resist as you lift those heels, lift those toes. 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if anybody we did this as a dance move when we were younger. We definitely did. And 10. Whew. If you need to fix your band, feel free. Mine often gets tied up somehow, especially when I'm sweaty. So I do find that wearing some kind of pant helps me where I know it's going to be like around my thighs or something. It's harder when it's just on the skin. So now we're actually doing those step out, out, in. So out, out, way harder now because this band is on my feet. In. The hardest part of this is maintaining control. Out, out, in. So it's not really about how wide that step actually is. It's really just about doing it with control and not letting your foot just fling back and forth. That's 4. In. 5. In. 6. In. I'm using the chair legs as a good indicator of where I want to step. That just helps me. Whatever works well for you, you could put something down on the floor too. It's always a great way to tell where you're moving. Whew. Okay. Last move in here. You're gonna have one foot down on the ground and this other foot is going to kick up. If you feel like you would feel more comfortable having it around your ankle, that's totally fine. It's still gonna be hard work. And all you're doing is trying to reach it. If it doesn't come up to the knee, that's fine. It's already hard work just extending that leg. 2, 3, try to lock that knee out. 4, 5, 6, 7, I can tell I'm using a heavy band. 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. I'm going to put this side back around the bottom of my foot. This side's coming up around my ankle. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really feel your quads turn on as you do these. So if at any point you also feel like this is too much for me, feel free to step down to a lower band weight, because the resistance on these different weights, on these different bands, makes a huge difference. You'll notice, I'm just gonna show you real quick, if I use a light band and I do that same move that we were just doing, I could pull my leg way high. It's still hard work. I'm not saying that it's not, it's actually very hard. It's just a little bit easier because there's more resistance, or there's less resistance in the band compared to this one that is stronger and heavier. So that was round 1. We got 2 more to go. Back to those marches. It's over the top and the bottom of your feet. Here we go. 1, 2. If you find that you always start with the same foot, try using the other foot first. And notice how much more your brain has to work just to do that. It's a great practice. It's always good to change it up. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Going to those forward side steps. Just finding your nice footing. One foot is staying still, the other foot is moving forward and out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice as you do these, the abs are really engaging. Your core is working to make that leg move. 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, woo! Weaker side is always ready to yell at me sooner. 9 and 10. Oh my goodness. Right up in here, right? So now we're doing those heel toes. So you really notice if you have tight ankles or limited ankle mobility, that this one is tough. Toes out, heels out. 1, 2, 3. My clients also love me for my very creative counting because I know that there are 4 different parts to this move and still we're only on 6 now. 7, whew, almost there though. 8, 9, and 10. Oof. Now we're doing those out, out, in. Out, out, in. Again, if you start to feel like you're moving a little more sloppily or it's just getting much harder for you to control, move down to a lighter weight. Whew. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, almost there. 8, 9, oh, 10, okay. Just have those little kicks left in this round. So again, I'm bringing the band around my ankle on the leg that's moving, and you can sit back, grab the chair. 1, 2, trying to lock that leg out. 3, 4, 5, 6, these are tough. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Switching sides. Almost done with the second round. And we have one more round of work to go. Then we get into the cool down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there. 10. Oh my goodness. Round 3. Last round, best round. Take a moment, get some water if you feel like you need it. I'm definitely pretty wet right now. Very sweaty. Okay. Starting with those marches. Last round, best round. We got this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Having control of these legs as they lift up. 9 and 10. Whew. Okay. Doing that step forward and then out to the side. Forward and out. 1. Forward and out. 2. 3. Holding the chair if you need some stability. 4. 5. 6. 7. Whew. 8. 9. Oh, 10. Last time we're doing this move. So really, this is the last round. You can give your all for every single one of these movements because we're going to be done with them today. This is the last time. So forward and side. 1. Forward and side. 2. Forward, side. 3. 4. 5. Woo. 6. Yeah. 7. Almost there. 8. Here we go. 9. One more. 10. Oh yeah. Definitely feeling those now. Oh. So the heel toes, I actually really like these because I kind of feel like a good stretch in my ankles. 1. 2. They're making me work on lifting those heels off the ground. 3. And those toes off the ground separately. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. I think I have a little sweat in my eyeball. 9. And 10. Almost there. We have 2 more moves. We just have those out, in, and then those little kicks. Here we go. Last time. 1. 2. 3. 4. Whew. Yeah. 5. Almost there. 6. 7. 8. Ooh. 9. One more. And 10. Oh my goodness. Definitely. Whew. Feel those calves burning now. Last move, bringing it onto my ankle and the leg that is moving. And kicking that leg up, trying to extend that knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Last move in this round. Last move in the workout. And then we get to cool down. Here we go. 1, 2. Trying to keep that other leg still. 3, 4, 5. Think ballet. Tall and long. 7, almost there, 8, 9, 10. Oh my goodness. Okay, go ahead and set that band aside. We're done with those for today. Whew. Still seated. I'm gonna start to cool down. Whew. Hands are on your knees. You're just gonna lean one shoulder in and then the other. You can open your legs as wide as is comfortable for you. Ooh, I just got an adjustment. 2, 3, elbows are out wide. 4. If you look in the direction that your shoulder's going, 6. Get even more of a twist. 7. 8. Oh, this feels great. 9. And 10. Oh. I'm just gonna do some side bends so you can reach that arm underneath you like you're holding a ball. Ooh, some more cracks and pops. But they feel really good. It feels like I've done some good work today. I am all warm. Muscles feeling juicy. This is great. Oh. 4, really letting my lateral line stretch out all through here. 6. 7. Look up for an even more intense stretch. 8. 9. Whew. And 10. Getting into some of that leg. So, bringing one leg up, foot is on your knee, and this is a seated figure 4. You're gonna hold your ankle or your foot or any part that you can reach and just kind of rock back and forth. And you will really feel this inside the hip. And if this is a lot for you, go ahead and stay here and do this as much as is comfortable for you, right? We're doing like 10 pulses. If you want a more intense stretch, you can lean further forward, thinking bring that chest down to your leg. If you can put your hands on the floor. You can also hug that knee, or hug that foot, pardon me. Right? You can try to hug the knee, but it's really about hugging the foot. And if you can, just breathe here, relax into it. Just allow yourself to fall over that leg. You can also push down on this knee. And then you'll feel it even more. Coming back up, gently releasing, letting that leg come down. We got to do the other side. So every side is different. Today, my left side, that weaker side, is even tighter. No surprise there because we did a whole bunch of work on it, right? So I'm going to start with just kind of pressing the knee down a little bit as I do the rocking. So I'm telling my body through these pulses, everything is okay. I don't have to sit in that really deep stretch right away. I'm just easing myself into it, letting my body know this is okay. This actually feels really good. It's all good here. So that as I want to go deeper, it's more comfortable and it's able to release. So you can always stay here, push down on that knee. For some people, that will be enough. For others, you don't feel so much. So just try and bring that chest down to your leg. If you want, you can try and hug that foot. You might want to move your posting leg inside a little bit because the ankle bone right there can be painful on your leg. But that's just, a personal preference, and really it's about keeping yourself comfortable. You can let that other arm hang down. Again, gravity is doing a lot of work here, and just having my shoulder leaning on this leg is also helping to pull this leg down. Just kind of trying to relax into it. Taking a couple breaths here. Notice if your toes are clenching. Nice. And coming back up, releasing that leg. Whew. Bringing that leg down. Bring those legs really wide, as wide as the chair legs, if not wider. And you can have one hand down on your knee, and the other arm you're trying to reach down to touch the floor. And then you come back up and switch. So if you can touch the floor, no problem. Great. Go ahead and do that. And you can even bring both hands down. We're going to ease into that. I know I'm okay here, even though I'm trying to reach down onto the ground, because I have my other hand stable on my knee. Really allowing my spine to twist a little bit as I do this. And as I get more comfortable and my body lets go a little bit more, I can get even deeper. My hand is all the way on the ground, maybe. So if that's where you are, you can bring both hands down to the ground. If not, you can keep doing what we were just doing. And now try to reach one up and look up at that hand. And bring that hand down and switch sides. Oh yeah, this side is tighter. I say that over and over again so that you know it is totally normal to have differences in your body and to have one side be stronger and one side be weaker, one side be tighter and one side be looser. This is just a fact of life, right? We do a lot of things asymmetrically. It's very rare that we eat with both hands. So we have to understand that one side is probably going to be different than the other. And that's okay. We do this kind of work to try and even things out. Whew. If this is too much for you, being that low to the ground, you can do this with one elbow down on the ground, reach up, or down on your knee, pardon me. Elbows down on your knee, reach up, look up. So you're still getting that spinal twist. Just a few more, reach up. Oh, every kind of twist is my favorite. Just always feels really good. Last part of the cool down that we're gonna do. This is great. I love this one. And I do this all the time. And it is 26 parts. We're gonna do the ABCs with our feet. So this is, again, a lot of ankle mobility, but we're working out some of that tension that we may have just built up. So I like to start with capital letters. That's maybe what I'll do in the morning, and then I'll do lowercase later in the day or something. You do what you feel is right. You don't have to lift your feet up off the ground to do this and hold them that way. You can have your heels on the ground. A, B, C, D. I like to do both feet at the same time because my brain works that way, and they like to move together, so it makes it a little easier. Plus I feel like I'm multitasking. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. You get extra credit if you do this in cursive too. That's very difficult. I've tried it. It makes me lose the actual alphabet. Where am I? I just did N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Whew. Thanks so much for being here. It's a pleasure to do this with you. Come back again soon.